G'day folks, welcome to another video here on Nick's Vision to Hear. Today's topic is an interesting one. What I want to talk about, this is for disabled people that own their own home or they're paying it off. It's not necessarily for renters. We're a unique group of people because we have to do our own maintenance on our own home, yet we are disabled and unable to do so, or in a limited capacity. So that's why our homes always need a lot of work. And the reason that happens is because we can't do the work ourselves. And that is the fault of our disabilities. And so what I want to talk about today is how to manage this type of situation if you have a disabled sibling, a disabled relative. When you next go to their house, look around, see what needs to be done. Is there weatherboards missing, or is there an eave fallen off, or is there a door hanging by a thread? Is there things that you can do to help that person live better because they can't do it themselves? And I'm sorry to tell you, able-bodied people, but the NDIS does not pay for this type of stuff. That's not what it's for. So let's get that out of the equation early. The NDIS is the National Disability Insurance Scheme in Australia. There's many different schemes around the world very similar to it. They don't cover these types of things. That's not what they do. They cover you for disability support, not for your home. So if you have a disabled relative, have a look around at their home. Is there edging missing off the sides of weatherboards if they're in a weatherboard home? If they're in a brick veneer, is there a cracked brick starting to occur that may need some very serious maintenance? Is there plaster walls with cracks in them? Is there structural problems that do need to be fixed? And yet these people may not have the financial means nor the ability to do any of this work themselves. So it's very important to find ways to make this house safe for that person to live in. So let's get into a few ways of doing this. Next time you're at somebody's house, just take a good look around. What needs to be done? What doesn't look right? What looks unsafe? What looks dangerous? What looks like it could become a serious problem if not repaired? Is there drafts coming through doorways that make the house a lot colder? Does a door have something missing on it that doesn't allow it to function properly? Does a window have a crack in it? Is there maintenance that needs to be done on this home because this disabled person cannot do it themselves? And I've seen this where disabled people are faced with a very serious dilemma. Now, with a renter, they contact the real estate agent. The real estate agent deals with that problem because the investor uses that to be that way. But here's something for you real estate agents. When you do an inspection of a property and it's a disabled person, take a very close look around. See what things don't look right to make sure that person can function. Remember, these people can't do these things themselves. Even things they're allowed to do in a rental property, they can't do themselves. So there's a very, very clear distinction between the inability of a disabled person and the ability of an able-bodied person. There is a very big distinction. And that's what I thought I'd raise in this video, is keep an eye out around a person's home for things that need to be done. Are there taps leaking? Is there a problem with condensation somewhere? Is there something wrong? Do their ceiling fans need to be cleaned? Have they not changed smoke alarm batteries? Have they not cleaned something in a while that's causing it to malfunction. Things like that these people may miss that you can spot. And that is the very big difference, is what you can spot helps them decipher between what is practical for them to do and what they can't do. So if there's a small thing they can do, say to them, hey, listen, how about you grab your broom and you give this a bit of a clean while I'm here? You can do it safely, I'm here. It allows them to do it, but they've got someone there to make sure they do it properly. Because when they do it on their own, they won't do it. So you've got to encourage these people. So there's a time where there's an inability to do something because of the person's disability, or is there an inability that the person is lazy? So you've got to draw a line between what the person's capable of doing and what they're incapable of doing for you to provide assistance. It's very important to understand this distinction because it really does hit at the core. So the key is when you're next at that disabled person's home, take a very good look around. Are there drafts coming in from doorways that can easily be fixed up? It's winter in Australia, and when it's winter in the Northern Hemisphere, do the same thing. When the house is hot in the summer, take a close look at the ventilation in the home. Are the windows able to be opened to allow fresh air to move through the property? It's very important to look at these structural things and make sure they function. If they function, the person can live comfortably. That's another video here on Nick's Vision to Here. Feel free to like and subscribe to the channel if you like what I lay down. This was a video I thought I would do to raise awareness, to help people like myself that are disabled, that are homeowners and those who are renters, to make sure that we can live comfortably. We just need a helping hand to do so. You enjoy your day. Talk to you next time.